Hello students, today we are going to start the fifth English poem Father Returning Home by well-known Marathi English writer Dilip Chitre. Dilip Chitre born in 1938 and died 2009. He was a celebrated bilingual poet, translator with a remarkable work in Marathi and English. He was a versatile writer. He was a painter as well as filmmaker. He received a prestigious Sahitya Academy Award both for poetry as well as for his well-known translation work Says Tuka, popular abhangas, spiritual poems by Sant Tukaram. So his famous book Says Tuka is actually a translation work. Great Sant Tukaram's abhangas means spiritual poems he had translated in English. So it is his well-known work. He had started translation of literary work of saints in Marathi at the age of 16. So he had started his translation work at the age of 16. Exile, alienation, self disintegration, and death are always remain his favorite subjects. So these were the themes on which he had written different type of poems, had written different type of articles. So these four were the major subjects for his work: exile, alienation, self disintegration, and death. Now, this poem is actually a part of his collection of poems Traveling in a Cage. So, from this book, this poem has taken. It draws a portrait of a suburban commuter. It depicts his dull, monotonous, exhausting, and equally pitiable daily routine. So the people, middle class people who are living in suburban area and who used to travel from local trains, their pitiable condition is depicted here in this poem. So suburban commuter is depicted here. His dull, monotonous, hard and pitiable life is the subject of this particular poem. It describes a focused alienation at home, which is reflected through the stale food and lack of sharing. So, his isolated type of life, the food which he consumes were not fresh food, stale food he used to consume. His children are not ready to share their joys and sorrows with him, and he always work hard for the betterment of these family members, but family members are not ready to care and share good things with him, and he retired in isolated condition also. So this dark reality is the subject of this particular poem. This very painful loneliness is a symbol of man's isolation from a materialistic man made world. So, this isolated condition in this materialistic world is focused here. So, each and every human being experiences these things now and then. So, this is the subject. The whole life, one day life of middle class human being is depicted by Dilip Chitre here in this particular poem. So we can easily understand the real hardships of Mumbaikars. Let's start. Father returning home. My father travels on the late evening train. So his father used to go early in the morning and return back late evening. So his father is returning from his work and he is in local train, standing among silent commuters in the yellow light. So standing among silent, because of crowd it is not possible to have seat in a local train. So most of the time he used to travel standingly, and the people to whom he traveled regularly are with him. Regular travelers are with him, but all are silent because they are tired. They don't have capacity to speak more and more words. Because of hard work, it was not possible for them to talk. In the yellow light, so local trains is there, and yellow light stands for that particular local train in which they travel. Suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. So, father of Dilip Chitre is above 50 years old. Suburbs slide past. So, station by station, this local train left behind, and it is not possible for him to observe these stations because of his weak eyesight. His shirt and pants are soggy, and his black raincoat stained with mud, and his back stuffed with books. So, Dilip Chitre depicted that particular father, and he said that his shirt and pants are soggy. So, because of overcrowd, most of the time these commuters suffocated, and their pants and shirts became soggy, so it became wet, and his black raincoat stained. So he carried raincoat, and that raincoat is not in good condition, with mud, and his bag stuffed with books. So he carried a bag in which different type of books were there. To pass time, to read these books, he carried these books with him. It's falling apart, his eyes dimmed by age. So these books are not in good condition, as well as the bags which he carried is not in good condition. Fade homeward through the humid monsoon night. So he was very tired in this monsoon season, because humid atmosphere is there, monsoon is there. So in that condition he became very tired, and he wanted to go as early as possible to his home. Now I can see him getting off the train. So writer is trying to tell us, trying to make ourselves a part of that particular scene, that his father left the train like a word dropped from a long sentence. His father left the train in a hurry, as if somebody dropped an important word from a sentence. He hurries across the length of the grey platform. So, in a hurry, as early as possible, he wanted to lift that old station, crosses the railway line, enters the lane. So, he crossed that railway line and he entered the lane. His chappals are sticky with mud, but he hurries onward. So because of monsoon season, everywhere there is bad condition. His chappals are sticky, so mud is there to his chappal. With that mud, he effort a lot to reach as early as possible to his home. Home again. I see him drinking weak tea. So he came at home and mother offers his father weak tea. Weak tea means only simple type of tea which is not tasty one. Eating a stale chapati, reading a book. So with that tea he used to consume stale chapati, and at the same time he used to read something. He goes into the toilet to contemplate. So he goes after drinking tea, he went toilet and he started thinking about his life. Man's estrangement from a man-made world. So what thing he used to think there? It is estrangement from a man-made world. So in man-made world, you always remain all alone. How? So this is the subject on which he think a lot when he goes to toilet. Coming out, he trembles at the sink. So when he returned back from toilet at sink, he shuddered. The cold water running over his brown hands. So cold water running over his brown hands. So he washed his hands. He take a bath of cold water. A few droplets cling to the graying hair on his wrist. So few droplets he observed on his father's body. And his father is above 50 years old. He can observe these droplets on his grey hair. His sullen children have often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. So these children are not ready to speak or communicate with their father. They are sullen. Sullen means bad tempered, they are lazy, they are not interested in their father. They are not ready to have jokes and share secrets with him. He will now go to sleep. So at last, after eating something, he went to sleep, listening to the static on the radio, dreaming of his ancestor and grandchildren, thinking of nomads entering a subcontinent through a narrow pass. So when he goes on his bed, he started radio station and started listening beautiful music and started dreaming of his ancestors and grandchildren, thinking of nomads entering the subcontinent through a narrow pass. He started thinking, dreaming that how he came in Mumbai and started living in this condition. And for bright future, he dreams a lot. So isolation condition is the focus of this particular poem. Dilip Chitre depicted this middle class human being in this way. Now, student, if you are asked to identify figures of speech, look at the first line. My father travels on the late evening train. T sound is there, that is why it is alliteration. Second line, standing and silent. S sound is there. Beginning sound is same, that is why it is alliteration. Suburbs, slide, so it is also alliteration. Now look at the last line. Like a word dropped from a long sentence. So when he left train is considered as a long sentence. So that type of thing is there. His life is compared to that particular train. It's compared to sentence. That is why it is simile. Man's estrangement from a man-made world. It is also example of alliteration, and it is also example of synecdoche. Man's estrangement. Estrangement, it is all aloneness. You are not ready to recognize each other. So a part stands for whole thing, for whole society. In that sense, it is example of synecdoche. Listening to the static on a radio, dreaming, it is onomatopoeia. A word gives us the detailed information about sound. So static, some time ago you have to clearly match the radio station, unless it is not possible for you to listen good song, clear song. So that type of sound, that type of idea we got through this word static on the radio. So that sound gives, this word gives idea about that sound. In that sense, it is example of onomatopoeia. So middle class human being is depicted by Dilip Chitre here in this particular poem. Thank you very much.